Are you considering a move out of the United States for a truly unique living experience? Today, we're diving into why Brazil might be the place for you. I'll be sharing my point of view on relocating to Brazil, the exciting investment opportunities that exist there, and my personal experiences investing in this beautiful country. Whether you're a retiree seeking a new adventure or a young professional looking for a fresh start, Brazil offers something special for everybody. My name is Carl Pierre, and welcome to my channel. The increasing cost of living and the desire for a better lifestyle are pushing many Americans, both retirees and young professionals, to consider relocating. Just the other day, I saw an article that showed a single person needs to now make $100K a year to live comfortably in the United States. Brazil, with its lower cost of living and rich cultural landscape, presents an attractive alternative to the high cost of living in the US. The financial pressure in America and weird political climate are steering a new generation to explore countries where their dollar stretches a bit further and the quality of their life improves. It's currently no mystery that things are just getting expensive, and that's really throughout the world, right? We have this inflationary pressure, the economy is in this weird space, but what we're seeing more and more of is like a younger generation of people, and even an older generation of people, those who are retired, really getting squeezed because cost of living is up, rental apartments cost more, food costs more, and once you start to get squeezed by your expenses, you'll feel as if you're not really living a vibrant life. You're not really living the life that you imagined yourself living, especially as a young professional who had gone to college, figured that they'd be making six figures, and that six figures would offer them a luxurious lifestyle. Right now, it seems to be just about the middle point for what Americans would consider a good living. But on $100K a year, or close to $8,000 a month, after taxes, you're really not taking home much. You're taking home between $5,000 and $6,000 a month. And when you really look at the cost of living in any major city in the United States, almost half of that money may get consumed for just renting a two-bedroom apartment. So once you start to factor in things like having a partner and maybe having children, $100K unfortunately just doesn't cut it anymore. In my personal opinion, for a family of four living here in the United States in any major city, I think to have a very comfortable middle to upper middle class lifestyle is now running around $20,000 a month. That includes living in a nicer part of town where most people would want to live, automobiles, regular travel with the family, 2 to 3 children, food, utilities, healthcare plans, maybe a pet, eating out once to twice a week. That's what $20,000 gets you in a major city in America today. But by comparison, if you were to look at some place like Rio de Janeiro, and I'm going to use the Miami or South Florida comparison, but Rio de Janeiro, especially the Copacabana region, is very similar to Miami. And you could get a house, or an apartment, I should say, 2 to 3 bedroom apartment, about 2 to 3 blocks from the ocean, just from Copacabana Beach. And you could rent something like that for anywhere between $1,000 and $1,600 a month, depending on whether it's 2 or 3 bedrooms and the age of the building. But you're still walking distance into a beautiful historic beachfront. To put this into perspective, this is like living a block or two from the Versace mansion right on South Beach. There's no way in hell at all that you're going to be paying $1,000 to $1,600 a month for near beachfront property here in Miami. Not even possible. You're going to be spending upwards of $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment in an equidistant location. And when it comes to getting just a simple meal, if you wanted to get an actual lunch in the same location, lunch might run you between $10 on the low end, and that's kind of like an express lunch. I don't even think you could find a lunch for $10. You're probably looking at closer to $12 to $15. In Miami, just by comparing these two locations, you could see that the savings by being in the Copacabana region of Rio de Janeiro is going to be probably 50% or more when comparing it to South Beach, Miami. And that's not even taking into consideration the cost of labor, the cost of taking a taxi and Uber around, public transportation. It's just so much cheaper being in Brazil. And the trade-off in quality of life, especially if you're living in the premium areas where people really want to be, in both of the countries, Brazil is going to have it beat by far. Also, Brazil is not just another country. It's a world filled with vibrant culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a really warm, welcoming community. From the rhythm of samba to the vibes of carnival, the stunning beaches of Rio de Janeiro, the rainforest, the cool landscapes of the Northeast, it really is full of diverse, enriching experiences. So it isn't just about saving money, it's really about trying to get the most out of life itself. So as an American, I've noticed that life in the United States focuses heavily around lifestyle and how much money you make and the pursuit of advancing your financial position. And it doesn't focus as much on family and relationships. Now, if you look at South America, Mexico, Europe, you'll see that a lot of the emphasis is on the family. No different than in the African nations and the Asian countries. It almost seems as if anywhere that is not a thriving English colony, there tends to be a greater focus on the connection of people. And that's something that I personally crave. The nation spirit and the natural beauty make it a compelling choice for those looking to really enrich their lives with new and exciting experiences. If you're enjoying this video and you want more content like this, do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. If there's a specific part of Brazil or another country that you want me to cover, let me know right in the comment section below so that I can cover that in one of my future videos. Brazil's demographic landscape is a key factor in its potential for its future growth. With a large, young population, Brazil is really poised for significant economic development and innovation. This demographic advantage suggests a really bright future for investment and opportunities in various sectors, from technology to real estate specifically. Whenever looking at a country to relocate to, I'm always looking at what's the future hold for this place. Is it on the incline or is it on the decline? Because if it's on the incline and you start to set up businesses and invest in real estate, you're going to benefit from the growth of that economy. Real estate prices are going to go up, job opportunities are going to increase, you'll be able to invest your money and see better returns. Rather than countries that are on a decline, whether it's an economic decline or a demographic decline like Italy. So as you guys all know, I cover cheap homes in Italy, and people always ask, why are these properties so cheap? And it's because Italy has long been on its decline, right? Its glory days of the Roman Empire, that's over. So right now, Italy has really been struggling, mainly because they haven't been able to really grow their economy much, and their population is too old. There are actually more deaths a year in Italy than there are new births, and that's not the case in Brazil. To put this in perspective, in the coastal city of Cabo Frio, I took on a project that shows the investment potential in Brazil. This development is designed not only to offer luxury and comfort, but also to provide me with solid returns for my investment as a rental property, and also as that community grows, I will benefit from appreciation. So the two big popular cities in Brazil are Sao Paulo, which is absolutely outrageous in size. I think it's over 20 million people live in Sao Paulo, and Rio de Janeiro. And Cabo Frio is a smaller city a few hours away from the Rio de Janeiro city center. It's in the state of Rio de Janeiro, but it's about 2.5 hours driving from the historic Copacabana region. And I went out there on my way to Búzios, which is another vacation town, and I realized that this town, Cabo Frio, has a lot of potential. It had a lot of new development going on. It seemed to be growing, beautiful beaches. And then I started looking at real estate. First at apartments to see how much an apartment would rent for over there. And I saw that apartments, 2-bedroom apartments, again, 4 blocks from the beach, were renting for like $600 to $800 a month. And I was like, wow, that's really cheap. And this would be a cool place to live. And then I started looking at home prices and looking at Airbnb rental rates. And of course, if you know me, then you know that it got me thinking, what could I buy down here? I ended up buying a lot 2 blocks from the beach that I could build a house on, and I've been building this house now for about a year. So my idea for this house is to turn it into a short-term rental so that it's generating revenue for me when I'm not there, and going there a few months out of the year with my family to enjoy the Brazilian coastline. But the reason why I bought it is because it's on a short strip of land on a really nice beach. And there's a lot of new construction there. and it's also outside of the main city center. And what I saw is that there are going to be no lots soon. And if you're going to want this beachfront or close to beachfront property in a single family setting, there's going to be no other options than this stretch. So people have always sought after oceanfront property. And I know that as Cabo Frio, the city continues to grow, that the demand for those sort of freestanding houses will continue to grow as well. And that's what made me say, hey, if I can make money on it while I'm not there, use it because I love the country when I am there, and also stand to benefit from the increasing demand for this sort of real estate in this area, and the fact that there's limited supply, I feel like it's a good decision. And there are going to be other opportunities like this throughout this region and other large economic hubs within the country. Also, Brazil has rules and laws around you investing in real estate and earning your residency there. So if you make an investment of around $200,000 to $300,000, the exact number I'll flash on the screen, but if you make an investment between $200,000 and $300,000, you can buy your residency and eventual citizenship in Brazil. So that's one of your pathways to potentially relocating. You can buy real estate in one of these areas, and that real estate investment qualifies you for residency and that additional passport. So if you're inspired to explore the opportunities that Brazil has to offer, whether it's investing in projects like the one that I'm doing in Cabo Frio or planning your own relocation, I'm here to help. You can visit www.entplife.com to book a call and start planning your adventure in Brazil. We're looking for like-minded individuals eager to make living globally a reality. Let's turn your dreams of an international lifestyle into tangible achievements. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights, and let's navigate this exciting journey of buying up real estate worldwide together. See you in the next one.